Hearing that the wind is picking up and it's not helping any of the efforts out there right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much of a wind to get those flames growing, really. So yesterday they were looking at 15, 20 mile per hour winds. Today a little higher than that. For us, wind is an issue, but only in the sense that we're dragging in some of that smoke. Obviously, they have bigger concerns out there, but nevertheless, this is what we have. And we have some cloud cover that managed to sneak in, and a quick little, I'm going to show you a quick little thunderstorm that just kind of rolled through. You folks in Boulder City have been watching, get the front row seat there, but we've had the intense heat as well. So we're not done with the heat just yet. We are promising you a cool down. We will deliver on that, or one of those lightning strikes might hit us. We don't want that here in the studio. 97 Boulder City, that's the result of some cloud cover and some rain coming through, and the result of that quick thunderstorm right there, 44 mile per hour gust. We told you winds today would resemble yesterday's. They certainly do, but that's a little bit of an anomaly there. I'll show you why in just a moment. So days without rain, we could use some. We've had about 13, so we really do need to start getting that ramped up because we're very dry out there as well. You go up to the local mountains, that could be like a powder keg. You just want to be extra careful in those areas so we don't end up really repeating what other areas have so many times over. So we do see lightning strikes, although this time of year especially, and sometimes they don't come with rain. But in this case, closer, let me just show you that one. A little wildcat storm just kind of developed over some higher elevation areas, and boom, out of the picture. 4 100ths to about 8 100ths of an inch, and that can happen. Showing you computer models, it was obvious that most of this was going to stay out toward the east, but once in a while, one gets through the area, and that's where your strong wind is coming from, Boulder City. But here are the bigger problems with rain. Too much rain over the course of many days. They're just not done. Corpus Christi down to Brownsville, over to Houston as well, New Orleans really getting socked in. So once again, FutureCast keeping everything out toward the east through Mojave County, Arizona, but nevertheless, you get some lightning strikes, you get some wind, those storms collapse. Sometimes that'll drag some of that moisture here. We're going to still call it relatively dry. We're not anticipating much, but once in a while, a little lone stray will just kind of slip on through. So some haze for tonight, obviously, with that southwesterly flow. I just don't think we're going to scour out that haze for tomorrow. If anything, we may be adding to it, so we're going to keep that in the forecast. We knew it was on its way. It didn't really get here last night, and more of this morning when we saw it through Pahrump and then across the valley and then Sandy Valley and other areas of Mount Potosi, kind of looking down on it. But definitely looking at low 100s for the weekend, and then we start to improve the chances for some thunderstorms coming up for early next week. That'll be added moisture, added humidity, but not so much in the next few days. Relatively dry conditions. All right, back to you, Megan.